Welcome to Sairam Tribuli YouTube channel. Let us discuss Module 2 Generation of High Voltage and Current. Name itself indicates it's a high voltage subject. So the subject code is 18EE56. So in the previous classes, the previous module, we discussed how the electric strength is appeared. How to check the electric strength of solid, liquid, gases, and how exactly the quenching will occurs, or how exactly the flashover will occurs. Those things and all we discussed earlier. In this model, we'll discuss how the voltage will be generated, right? So in this module, the syllabus point of view, like generation of high direct current and voltages, generation of high alternating voltages, generation of impulse voltages, and tripping and control of impulse generators, generation of impulse current. See, generation of high direct current and high current voltages, we have different types, by using rectifier connection, by using Van de Graaff generator, by using Cockcroft Walton type generator, and also the one-to-one connection between transformers and all will be appear in the high alternating voltages. Cascading connection. And if it comes to generation of impulse voltages, we have different kinds of spare gap arrangement and then spare gap series connection, like number of spare gaps, 3, 4, 5 spare gaps and all. So tripping and control impulse generator also we are going to discuss now. So first of all, why we need this high voltage generation? The first question for everyone, like why we need to generate high voltage. So high voltage DC and AC, high voltage DC required for industry also, and medical science, HVDC transmission. See, in the industries, they need more voltages, not only like 230 volts and 440 volts three phase. They need more voltage because of forging laboratory, the manufacturing of this one mining construction iron parts and construction materials. There we want high voltages for melting of metals or whatever. There we want. And then medical science say that there is X-rays and all need high voltage, and medical equipments also needs high voltages for to get a required output. And HVDC transmission. So HVDC transmission, always the what voltage from the generator, thermal power plant Ballari or Raichur to Bangalore, they're generating high voltage DC, not high voltage AC, because DC is having more advantage compared to AC, so that DC we are preferring, right? So that's the thing. We are going to place a DC connection. Mm, and also the basic question you can ask me, like, sir, why we generate or why we transmit the power high voltage DC from thermal power plant to Bangalore or particular station? Because as I told you, the loss will be less, and also we are having a rectifier, so that we are going to use in the substation side, and then again it is converted into AC power supply. Okay. And application of high voltage DC, like electrostatic precipitators in the thermal power plant. See, electrostatic precipitators we are using in the thermal power plant for the ash handling unit. So ash handling unit, there also we want high voltage DC input. And electrostatic paint, so painting manufacturing, paint manufacture, or any chemicals, industries and chemical making fertilizers are there also, we want high voltages in terms of DC. Application of high voltage AC power transmission. High voltage in AC is a power transmission, even though we are transmitting the power AC high voltages. So I think you might have seen, right? So from the thermal power plant. I'll be giving always example as for thermal power plant Bangalore, but just I'll be giving which we can see in the Jigani industrial area. There is a high head transmission lines will be present. So either it may be a DC or AC transmission lines for the power requirement for the consumer side. Okay, and in this video, we'll discuss generation of high voltage DC. See, not AC, generation of high voltage direct current. Right. So first one is rectifier circuit, and another one is Van de Graaff generator, and another one is Cockcroft Walton type high voltage DC set. So rectifier circuit, uh, everybody knows which converts rectifier which converts AC to DC. I'll be giving just an example. I mean, just an idea about rectifier, inverter, and chopper and cycloconverter. So inverter which converts a DC to AC, for example, UPS and unregulated power supply or uninterrupted power supply. Uh, so RPS is a regulated power supply, UPS is a uninterrupted power supply, and they are using inverter and chopper which is used to convert DC to DC. I mean fixed to variable DC, and if you go to cyclo converter, I mean like AC to AC converter, they are using like AC to AC, like fixed to variable. For example, I can say that is transformer. Auto transformer is a best example. Like rectifier circuit, which is used to generate high voltage and DC. Van de Graaff generator and Cockcroft Walton type high voltage DC set. So, rectifier circuit for producing high DC voltage from the AC sources. One is half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier and voltage doubler type rectifier. Half wave rectifier, so all of us knows, right? Only half of the cycle, I mean negative half cycle will be clip off, and I mean like it will gives only it will gives half of the cycle, and another half cycle is clipping. And full wave rectifier, all the both the cycles, I mean like we're using two diodes for clipping off both positive cycle and negative cycle, both the forward direction and then negative direction, I mean like reverse bias condition also it will be operating. And next, voltage doubler type rectifier. Voltage doubler in a sense, they'll use to connect two of the transformers. It what it may what it do, definitely it gives output side as two times of supply voltage. That is voltage doubler type circuits, rectifiers. Okay, as you can see the diagram over here, there is a rectifier. It's a single phase. Okay, single phase supply. I mean like we're giving, and there's an input is supply. After that there is a step of transformer, high voltage transformer. Keep it in your mind. After that there is a rectifier. Rectifier which is used to convert AC to DC, only one direction, unidirectional flow of electric current. So what happens? I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. So positive cycle it will be operating, okay, and negative cycle it won't detect. So only on positive, negative there is no reverse bias condition, zero, and again like this. All right. So this is the rectifier circuit, high voltage transformer. There's a capacitor is for charging as well as filtering purpose, and RL is the load resistance. And next there is a rectifier with a full wave. So during the positive cycle, what happens? So only this one will conduct. So it goes to here, and here. And negative cycle, what happens? So here to here, here to here, and here to here. So both the cycle will be clipping off, gives the output as across RL. So okay, so this is the output, and this is a capacitor for filtering purpose, and I mean like it reduces the pulsation, right? So that purpose we are using capacitor over here. So that is the thing we will discuss in the next classes also. So this is a full wave rectifier, sinusoidal input voltage. Input voltage we are giving like this, right? Full wave rectifier, and half wave rectifier, it gives only one cycle is present, another half cycle clipping off. And full wave rectifier, so gives all the half cycle will be clipping off, and it will not be there, and both positive cycle and negative cycle, it will be conducting. Okay. Delta V is the difference. Okay, it's like a pulsation, like a disturbance. And ripple voltage V max is the mm, ripple voltage, and then V max is, and then V minimum voltage, maximum voltage, and then minimum voltage is present. Okay, we'll see in the next class.